Good morning. It's Easter Saturday today. It's a nice long weekend this weekend. Felt like I needed that as well. So today I'm going to do my first proper long run in about a month. I've got 17 kilometers to do on the plan. And I've not done a long run in literally like, I think it's about a month because I've been off with this sort of flu virus type thing. I'm feeling pretty good now. I'm feeling definitely, I'd say 97%. Still coughing a little bit at night, which is meaning that I'm not sleeping great. But in terms of how I feel throughout the day, it's just, yeah, like I've had a bad night's sleep really, but nothing major. The Great Manchester Run is only 30 days away or 29 days away, I think now. So I need to get ready for that. It's a half marathon, obviously, and the longest run I've done in the last 4 weeks is 8K. So I really need to sort of get my long runs back up to be able to make sure I can even do a half marathon still. So I'll be feeling pretty good about it if I can do 17K today. Have another nice long run next week, maybe go further than the half marathon distance next week. And then, yeah, we'll just see where we're at. Start tapering down probably after that. So we've not got a lot of training to do between now and the Great Manchester Run, but I'm planning on running with a hydration pack today. It's not something that I necessarily feel is necessary for a 17 kilometer long run, but I more just want to test it out, and I'm testing a few things out on this run. Normally for a long run I'd probably go with some gels, but I'm testing out this sort of carb mix type thing. I've only ever had it once before, and it was on a bike ride, and it worked really, really well for me on that bike ride. So I think I'm going to give it a go for this long run and just see how it is. So I'm going to put that in the hydration pack and see how we go on. The reason I'm sort of doing a little bit of testing is because I'm doing a autumn marathon this year. Normally I would do a spring marathon, which means you're training for the marathon throughout winter. But this year I want to do an autumn marathon, which means you're training for the marathon throughout summer, so it's going to be hot when I'm training. So I think a hydration pack on a 30 kilometer long run feels like a good idea. That feels like it would be necessary. So I'm just sort of testing for now, make sure I'm happy with it, make sure it feels good when I'm running with it. So then when I get to summer, I know that it works and I know that I'm happy with it. One thing I noticed with this pack when I wore it for my bike ride is this tube is like way too long. Like it needs to be like here at the longest, like to get to my mouth. What are people doing? Like sharing drinks with a friend or something? Why does the tube need to be that long? But I think I can probably pull that nozzle out of the end there, yes. And then probably cut this tube down to somewhere more reasonable. That's miles better. Miles better. Now, last time I used this carb mix, the thing I noticed about it was an absolute pain in the backside to get it to mix. 2 scoops in here, I think. That should do it. How do I look? Like a what? Like I've got a bra on. I've got with me, just in case the old carb mix on my back's not doing it for me, I've got a SIS Beta Fuel. These things, when I have these, it's like instant boost. They've got caffeine in as well, so they can properly get you out of a hole if I get myself into one. So I've got that if I need it. If I don't need it, then I don't need it. But if I do, got it. If I just have it, then I'll have it. So I feel pretty well prepared. I need a few more things. Need a hat, because my hair's getting quite long, and the hat serves a very useful purpose, that when I get sweaty, I can take my hair like this, and I can put it up there, and then I don't have hair on my forehead that directs the sweat down into my eyeballs. So it stops that problem, although it's not a problem at the start of the run. So can have the fringe down for the start, but then if I get sweaty, I can push the fringe up and keep it out my eyeballs. I need some keys so I can get back into the house when I'm finished. My headphones, got some bone conduction headphones from Nank. These are pretty sick. I'm gonna listen to some tunes whilst I'm out there. Some tunes. Probably not gonna wear the Crocs. I do have on though, I've got my 5-finger socks. If you don't already own a pair of 5-finger socks, they're not that great. They're all right. They don't really make much difference. If I was to compare it to like a normal running sock, there's not much difference. Is what I'm trying to say. They're not good, they're not bad. If you don't already own them, you probably don't need a pair. If you do already own them, you know exactly what I mean. They're fine. They're probably much more beneficial if you're wearing them with shoes where the goal is to spread your feet out a bit more, like barefoot running shoes or something like that. I'm just wearing them in my Nike Tempo Next Percents. These are semi-retired Nike Tempo Next Percents, but I'm not doing speed work, I'm doing a long run, so even though these are quite worn, these should be perfectly fine. And first time I ever run under 25 minutes for the 5K was in these bad boys. 24:18 in these. I write all my sort of goals that I've achieved in running on the shoe that I've run it in. So these were the first shoe that I ever went under 25 minutes for the 5K. I did it in 24:18. I'm doing a little bit of a different route today. I'm coming on some sort of trails, which I don't normally do. I normally stick to roads and sort of concrete paths, but decided it might be a little bit fun to come and do some of the trails that are out and around near me, and I never normally do them. And I'm just gonna get lost on them, see which one joins up to where, and hopefully find some new routes, some new shortcuts, expand my horizons. You know, so this is the kind of stuff that we're running on today. Which is pretty good. Keeps it exciting, keeps it fun, and you get to see some new things. Like this barn with the roof falling in. Look at that. That's mental. But yeah, just going exploring basically. We should make the 17K tick along a little bit faster. This is nuts. There's no one here. Look at how beautiful it is. And I just, all this to myself. Where is everybody? But wow, what a treat for walking down these sort of muddy trails. It's absolutely beautiful. That's the bridge I normally vlog from, and the sunrise normally happens over there, and I always get a shot from up there looking over there. So like sunrise shot, but now I'm going underneath it. This is sick. So many different ways I could go here. I don't know where any of these paths lead me to. I'm not going to wussy out, I'm going to pick the one that goes upwards. Upwards. Oh, this is climbing. I could be anywhere in the world right now. I ain't got a clue where I am. Is that road meant for cars? That's a 3-story house there, right? It goes up at least, well, more than 2 stories.
in about 10 meters. I feel like I've gone up a lot in today's run. Okay, I'm about halfway through the intended 17k. I'm feeling good, I'm enjoying it. I'm completely lost, but I'm going to have the SIS Beta Fuel Gel and just see what happens really. I'm quite enjoying just sipping the carb mix. You know, normally it's quite regimented with gels. You sort of schedule when you have them. You either have them every 5k, every 4k, every 30 minutes, every 25 minutes, you know, whatever works for you. But with this, you know, whenever there's been a good moment, I've just been taking a sip. And yeah, just going along like that. And from that point of view, it's been quite nice. But I'm gonna have a gel now and just see if I feel any different, if it gives me a boost, and see how we're going for the second half really. I'm not putting any pressure on today. It's more just about covering the distance. As you can see, I'm walking at the moment and I'm not too bothered about. As long as I do the 17k today, I'm not bothered whether it takes me an hour and 10 minutes or if it takes me 3 hours, you know, I'm not really that bothered. Which is another reason why I've come out on the trails as well. Road running times are not comparable to trail running times, especially when you don't know where you're going and what kind of terrain you're running on and what's around the corner. You know, you've got to take it easy. Run done, 17k long run, completed it. Whew. That was good. I enjoyed that. It was a really enjoyable run. I did start to feel towards the back end of it a little bit of a niggle in my right knee and left ankle, but I think that's probably quite normal considering I haven't done a run as long as that in about 4 weeks, so I'm not too worried about it, I'm being honest. Pleased I got it done. Pace was not rapid for that run. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, pace was not rapid, but to be quite honest, I'm just quite pleased that I was able to do the full 17k. It gives me a lot of confidence that with the Great Manchester Run in a month, I'll definitely be able to do the distance because I didn't really feel like I needed to stop today. So the distance for the Great Manchester Run is not a concern. And over the next month, if I can just sort of ease back into running, hopefully stop coughing at some point, then I should be in a pretty good shape to, I don't know whether it'll be a PB attempt or not, but should put a decent showing on anyway. That's the plan. I've drank almost a full litre. Well, no, because I didn't fill it to the maximum. Probably only filled it to about 800 ml, and it's almost all gone. So probably drunk at least 700 ml or something whilst I was out there, just sipping away. I think I would definitely run with the carb mix again, especially if it's gonna be like a hot summer run. I think taking on your fluids with your carbs whilst you're out running is, yeah, probably a game changer for summer. I'm hoping it is anyway. But it worked good today. I enjoyed that run. I do need to head out and get Lauren an Easter egg because one of them up there is mine. So I'm gonna be in trouble if she wakes up tomorrow on Easter and she's got me an Easter egg and I've not got her one, so she's not in at the moment. So I'm gonna get showered, get changed, and then head out and pick her up an Easter egg, so I don't have to feel guilty then when I'm eating mine. Alrighty then. Changed. Time to head out. I'm gonna grab some lunch whilst I'm out there as well. I need to be quite quick though. I'm getting a new chair delivered for the office today. And I've already missed the delivery once. I don't really want to miss it again. Okay. Need an Easter egg. Oi! Eggs secured. Chocolate eggs, that is. Now we just got one more stop to make before going home again. Got some sushi. So good. Update on the chair that's being delivered. Got about an hour. The tracking's been updated and it says they're gonna be at my house in an hour, so loads of time. Hiya bud, you alright? Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Have a good day.
Cheesy garlic bread dippers, share box with the rich tomato dip. Get in. Oh, and banana milkshake. Now around 17k today. They are so good. They are ridiculously good. It's a right haul, that is. Don't think Lauren will be able to complain at that one. Galaxy's a favourite. I would have got a Galaxy egg, but they didn't have any, so it was a Lindor egg and a Galaxy chocolate bar. That's all I could do. That's all I could do. I don't think she can complain though.